This is gonna be my second video, and it's gonna be my first fight. So basically, my first fight, I'm just gonna get straight to it. My first fight was in, I had a lot of fights, but I feel like I fought a lot in elementary, but I feel like those fights didn't really count. The ones like before fourth grade, because when I fought in fourth grade, I legit fought alone. In third grade, I was always fighting, but I had my little clique or whatever, and when I would fight, they would fight basically. So it wasn't really like I was by myself. So that's why I'm saying my fourth grade fight, because that was my initial like by myself fight that I fought for the first time. So basically, all I remember is that I really remember everything, but I don't remember really. I remember bits and pieces on why the fight started, but I don't remember really in detail, like exactly why, and So I'm just gonna try my best to say the story. So basically, I remember that there was a new girl, and if you knew me in fourth grade, I was mean. I was a mean little girl. I was just rude. I was mean all the time. I wasn't really that girl that you could just, you're a new girl and I'm gonna be nice to you. No, I was opposite. You were a new girl, so I was basically gonna make your world feel like hell, because I just wanted to, right? And so I just remember that basically there was a new girl, and we had PE that day, and I had PE with my best friend, at the time, my best friend, and other girls as well. And then I had two best friends, actually, my two main best friends. We had PE together, and I remember that day we were doing jump rope, and so I was on like way the other end. They would kind of like separate us a little bit. They would separate us a little bit, because if we were together, we wouldn't really do what we're supposed to be doing. So I remember me and, well, not really separate, but like separate, because my group, my clique was still in the gym with me. The only difference this time was that we weren't in the same class, so it was two different classes put together, and the girl that I usually hang out with was there. So basically, me and my best friend, he was a boy, him and then my girl best friend, we were on this side of the gym, and the new girl and another boy and my friend were on that side of the gym. So basically what had happened was, this girl was like already running her mouth, saying, and I know you're gonna be like, what the hell, fourth grade, really? And you're like talking about this girl running her mouth. Basically this girl was already running her mouth, already talking about me. That's just my luck with girls. Me and girls never get along. I don't know why, but we just don't. So she was talking about me, and I just remember that I told my friend, because my friend was the one being the messenger, coming back and telling me like, oh, she's talking crap to this guy about you, and the guy that was over there was my friend too, and the guy that was over there liked me, and she's talking crap about you to him, and like he's lying to her and saying you're his girlfriend, and like all this stuff, and I was playing around, and I was like, well, tell her that he's mine and she can't have him, because that was her whole main thing, was that she liked this guy, and she was mad because the guy liked me. And so I said, playing around, I was like, just tell her that he's mine, like for her to shut up and leave me alone, like I'm trying to jump rope over here, whatever. And I just remember that my friend comes back and she's like, "No, she's really talking about you, whatever, whatever." I don't remember what my friend was telling me. I just remember that my friend was entertaining it, and she was like instigating a little bit because everything she was telling me was getting me pissed. I was annoyed with it. And so I told her, okay, she wants to be talking. I said, tell her to go to the restroom. Like we could go to the restroom real quick. We could handle this in the restroom. At this time, there's usually a boy and a girl coach. And this time, the only one that was there was the guy coach. So a guy can't go into the girls' restroom. So I was like, tell her to go to the girls' restroom. And so we went to the girls' restroom. And there's no video for this, guys. I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. My phone didn't even have to record yet. So when we went to the restroom, she showed up in there. There was two friends of mine in there. There was two friends of mine in there, and then I remember that two friends of mine, and they were in the stall, and we couldn't. There could only be two girls in the restroom at one time. So I just remember that we kind of just like we lied. I was like, I have to go. I can't wait. Like, we lied to get in there. Sorry, the brightness, the camera kind of sucks. We couldn't all be in there, but we somehow all got in there. And my two friends were in the stall, standing on top of the toilet, looking down through the outside, waiting for something to happen. So basically, when you walk in, you can't see into the girls' restroom. When you walk in, basically, let me get closer. Basically, when you walk in, it's a wall. Just in case the guy coach has to open the door or something, he won't be able to see in there. So there's like a wall that covers the stalls and the sink. And we were right there at first when we first got in there, before I get ahead of myself, when we first got in there, I was standing kind of against the wall, so if the coach walked in, he could see me. So yeah, that was that. And it was one of those things where, like, I was waiting for her, right? She comes in and she's like, okay, so what happened? And like, we're going back and forth, and I'm like, I don't even like him, dude. Like, I don't know what your problem is. Like, it was a joke. And she still continued on, and she's like, you think that just because a guy likes you, he's yours, and that's it. And she's like, and that's not how it is, and like saying all this stupid crap. And I'm over it. I'm in 4th grade. I don't give a about boys, like, for real. I don't. I could care less. So basically, she's like, I told her, so are you gonna fight or what? I said, because I didn't come in here to talk. And she goes, well, you called me in here. You hit me first. And she's like, you hit me first. And I'm like, no, like, come on, you wanna, you're acting big and bad, like, bitch, hit me first, right? Sorry, I shouldn't have cussed. And so I'm like, you hit me first, whatever. And at this point, when she's just being childish and saying you hit me first, I got annoyed. And I was like, sorry, because again, why the hell am I sitting here arguing with this little doll, like, her telling me to hit her first? I'm gonna hit her. So I just, like, I hit her from the side, but I hit her in her face. And the first thing she did was grab my hair. When she grabbed my hair, I don't really like pulling hair unless I have to. So I grabbed her hair to, like, yank her to the side, like that, like to yank her to the side. And I just remember that when I yanked her to the side, she had both her hands on my head, so both her hands were, like, clenched to my hair. And so I was just uppercutting her because that's all I could do, because she had my hair like this. And so I was just uppercutting her. I'm in 4th grade, all I'm doing is defending myself. I don't really know how to fight. I'm just defending myself. Like, you're gonna touch me? My mom always told me, don't let nobody touch you. Beat their ass, right? So I'm over here, like, trying to defend myself, And at a point, she pissed me off. I think because my friend said that we went towards the door, we knocked down the trash can. Like, they were telling me all that in detail. And all they did was take pictures of the fight. But I don't have them no more because we didn't have a video camera on the phone yet. So all we did was take pictures of it. But they told me we knocked down the trash can and all of that, and that I do not remember. That was like my friend said, like, y'all knocked down the trash can, whatever. Okay, so when we stopped fighting, the coach walks in, he goes, all y'all are still in here, y'all need to get out. And I didn't let go of her. That was kind of when, like, we were against the wall where the coach couldn't see. And it was because some girl walked in and she was like, sir, they're fighting. And when they said that, he ran in, but I guess he caught himself like, I can't go in there. So he just like opened the door. He's like, y'all need to get out, and he's yelling at us. And I wasn't letting go of this girl. My best friend at the time had to take me off of this girl, and we went back out, and she was still running her mouth. She was still saying that she's like, yeah, I beat her ass in the restroom. She's like, I got her, whatever. And like, I'm pissed at this point. Like, I'm mad. I don't even want to talk to nobody. That's how mad I am. And my friend who's sitting over there is now talking crap to her because she's like, she's talking a lot of crap about you. Like I said, my friends would do anything for me. Like, they would literally fight for me all the time. So this was in that situation where my friend was fighting for me. She was arguing with this girl, and she was telling her to shut up. Like, you didn't beat her ass. Like, I was in there. And the girl's still sitting there, like, saying that she did. And it's a whole mess. And so I don't know if y'all had to do this, but in PE we couldn't keep our jackets. And I always had a jacket. Everybody always wore a jacket to school. So we couldn't keep our jacket, and we had to line them up against the wall where there's like padding or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but we had to line them up against there. My two best friends, because PE's already over, my two best friends were walking over there to get our jackets, and I just remember that we're walking over there to get our jackets, and honestly, they were asking me what happened, like the boy best friend, and my girl best friend was telling him like, oh, this. I was just out of it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I remember them talking around me, but I don't remember talking to them or saying anything to them. Like, I was just, it was done for. And so basically, when I look over there, remember how I said my friend was already arguing with her, telling her stuff. When I look over there, all I see is my friend getting dragged. My friend is skinny. She's like a little stick, okay? So, and the girl was a little bit thicker than my friend, obviously. And so my friend's getting dragged. I just see her getting dragged, like, on her knees, and the girl pulling her hair. And when I see that, I kind of just went crazy, I guess you could say. I ran over there, and I grabbed this girl's neck, and I pushed her against the padding on the wall, the blue thing. And that's when I just started beating her up again. Like, I started punching her. My friend got up, she started punching her, and yeah, you could say we jumped her, basically. You could say that, but in my opinion, my friend was getting beat up, and I wasn't about to sit there or stand there and watch my friend get beat up, because that's just not the type of girl that I am. So I got up, and I basically, gave her what she asked for, and then the coach wasn't even seeing anything. The coach was waiting for our teachers to come get us. So when he came to, somebody yelled. Somebody was like, sir, they're fighting. And all I remember is that, pretty much is that, when they said that we were fighting, the coach came and he kind of tried to separate us, me being me again. I was not letting go of this girl. I was holding onto her hair for dear life, and I was still trying to hit her. So yeah, and then they separated us. We went to the office, and the office was a whole nother like place, because she was trying to act nice. She was like, let's call it truth. Like, I don't want to get in trouble. We were already in trouble. Why are you trying to call it truth? Like, I wasn't about to call it truth, but my friend did. My friend called it truth with her, and I was kind of like, no, I ain't doing that. We just fought. I don't like you, and that's it. And we got in trouble. We had to sit in the office all day. They called my mom, and my mom came to pick me up, because my mom said, why the hell was I gonna be sitting in the office all day for no reason? I'm not learning anything. So she took me out of school, and my mom made sure that I didn't have scratches or nothing anywhere, because she said if I did, that she would have beat my ass herself. And so I was more scared of my mom than I was of any girl in school. So when I would fight, I would make sure to handle myself well. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where I'm a nice person. I'm basically done with that story. That was my first fight. But I'm just gonna say this: I'm a nice person until you do me wrong. And you can do me wrong as many times as you want. I'm always literally one step ahead of you. I know when you're doing something wrong to me, and I know when you're being kind of fake, in other words. So yeah, that was my first fight. Comment. It's because my other fights really don't have purpose. They're kind of, they're not long like this certain, like my first fight, they're not long like that. They just happened really quick. They finished or whatever. So that's why it's kind of like no point in saying those. But comment down below if y'all want to hear, like, or just give me ideas on what videos to do. Because right now, pretty much, I'm just doing story times. I don't have a camera or anything like that yet to vlog, so I won't be doing that yet. But yeah, just comment down below and tell me what story times y'all would want to hear. On my last video, I said about relationships. And pretty much. But I'll be asking more of y'all on Instagram and Facebook, so I can kind of get an idea. Because, yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Bye.